Welcome to the Community Brew Podcast, Commerce and Conversations, brought to you by the Carefree Cave Creek Chamber of Commerce, where local business meets local flavor in the heart of the beautiful Desert Foothills region. We're serving up fresh insights, inspiring stories from business owners, experts, and community leaders shaping our vibrant community, including simple strategies to help you grow your business faster. And now, here's your host, President and CEO of the Carefree Cave Creek Chamber of Commerce, Steve Feld.
Well, welcome to the Community Brew. We have another great guest with us today. We have Darrell Doepke. And Darrell is a realtor up here. And you're thinking, okay, a realtor. It's amazing. He has an amazing story. And we got to find out a little bit more about Darrell. So welcome, Darrell.
I like the brew part of it, too.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Well, go ahead and start off telling us a little bit about yourself and your business.
Well, I got my license, my realtor license in 2019. Prior to that, I was owned some franchises. So I was owner operator for 15 years, a couple different franchises. Before that, I was in marketing and advertising. Wow. So I took all of that experience, which all comes in really handy in real estate. So
excellent.
Yeah.
So that kind of put you to where you are today with all that knowledge.
Yeah, after I sold my franchises and I didn't know what I wanted to do next. And I thought, well, I really enjoyed sales. I was good at sales. And so maybe I'll go find a sales job or start my own sales rep firm or something. So I actually had coffee with a realtor I knew up here who helped us buy our home up here in Cave Creek. Because I thought, well, he's well connected. He must know some business owners or general managers or somebody who's looking for a good salesperson. So we sit down at coffee and he says, so you want to go into real estate? And I said, no, not really. Well, why not? I said, I never crossed my mind. I thought, I don't know, there's way too many realtors already. There's not enough homes for sale. I don't know. I'm not interested. Well, tell me a little bit more about your background. And so I did. And he said, look, if you go to real estate class, you're going to sit down, and you're going to look to your left, and you're going to look to your right, and you're going to think to yourself, that's my competition? And I went, really? I mean, literally, I was not thinking about real estate at all. So I talked to him some more about it. I talked to another friend of mine who, in his late 50s, got out of the corporate world and got into real estate and did really well. And I said, Mike, what do you think? And he said, duh, you'd be great at it. And so talked to my wife and she said, I'll support you. So I just dove in.
So kind of everyone around you saw it before you saw it.
Before I saw it, I was not thinking that at all. And now, years into it, it's by far the favorite career move I've ever made. It's
very nice.
It's been great. It's been very satisfying.
And I know there's different types of realtors. Some specialize in certain things, maybe commercial
or residential.
And then you can even get more niche down in both as well. What is your kind of like sweet spot as well?
Well, geographically, since we live here in Cave Creek, I like to focus on this Cave Creek, Carefree, far North Scottsdale, right? It's where I live. It's where I work. And I love the vibe up here. There's such a strong sense of community.
It's true.
Up here. You know that.
Yeah.
And you don't get that. It's hard to find that anywhere. And even though we live in this huge, Phoenix is the 5th largest metropolitan area in the country. But when you get up here, you still have that small town community sense, right? Which I love. And so geographically, that's what I'm focusing on.
Okay. And then I know you've been in the chamber for quite some time. Yeah. How's that helped your business?
It's been great. So when I owned my other businesses in Seattle and down here in the Phoenix area, one of the first things I did when I opened the business was join the chamber. because you've got to network with the other businesses in your area.
Mhm.
And I think in any business or any sales job, our main job really is to cultivate relationships on a regular basis. That's what it's all about. And so what better way to do that than start networking with the other
Mhm.
local businesses in the area through the
Mhm.
chamber? And again, especially up here with this small town feel, it's so important. And I made so many
True.
connections right off the bat. And it's great to be able to support each other up here.
I couldn't
So
agree with you more.
yeah,
Has it helped develop like joint venture partners, collaborations by meeting all these people?
it has. I mean, I love getting involved in ways to support the community.
Mhm.
So uh, I'm involved in volunteering and supporting a lot of the nonprofits up here. And I've seen them start to collaborate with each
Mhm.
other. And I like to support other local businesses who are related to real estate. So contractors,
Mhm.
painters, roofers, air conditioning people,
Mhm.
right? I make those kind of connections and then I can refer them to my
True. Yeah.
clients and vice versa. So yeah, that networking is so important.
Very powerful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. And you mentioned community, and for the folks that don't know you and don't know what all you contribute to the community, can you tell us about your community fest?
Community Fest was an event that I started. It originally was an idea that I was just gonna throw a party for one of my significant birthdays and and invite some friends and clients and just go to Harold's and just have a party. And
One heck of a party you
and I
threw.
thought, well, I got to thinking more, well, if I'm just gonna stay here, maybe I could do something
Mhm.
to support the community. So I was already involved in this program called Community Partners
Mhm.
that ties
Right.
together the local businesses and the charities and the nonprofits up here. And I thought, well, maybe I could invite the 8 or 9 nonprofits that are involved in community partners and try to make this a fundraiser.
Right.
And talk to Harold's about it, and they were very supportive. Danny and the crew over at Harold's, and then Jen Miles and Steve Woods, who started the community
Mhm.
partners, they thought it was a great idea. And so it kind of snowballed from there. And I thought, well, nobody's ever done this before. How many people are actually going to show up to
Yeah.
support these nonprofits? And I thought if I can get 150 people at this first one, I'll call that a success.
Right.
Well, like 400 people showed up,
Right.
and it was is such a popular thing, and all the feedback was so
Mhm.
positive, especially from the nonprofits who were there. And by the
Mhm.
time you take all the money that was raised and divide it among the 9 nonprofits, there wasn't a ton of money for each one, but their feedback to me was
Yeah.
that's not the point. That
Right.
wasn't the main. That wasn't the main attraction. It was being able to be in front of that
Mhm.
many people,
Right.
and they recruited more volunteers, and so many people didn't even know about them, and so just the awareness
Mhm.
was such an important thing to them that they all want me to do it every year. And
Nice.
so
Pressure's on.
here we go.
You
Here we go.
know,
Yeah.
by people like you in the community being involved at that level has also prompted the chamber actually we actually now have a volunteer page on our website, and it lists many nonprofits who we've spoken to that need volunteers.
Yeah.
And I know there's also some more programs coming on, the Desert Valley Volunteer, Desert Foothills Volunteer,
Right.
and we're partnering with them as well. So it's like, how else can everyone help the nonprofits? And of course,
Yeah.
it helps your name too. Let's not forget that part, but it's
Right.
also about the giving back.
Right. You can't really force somebody to volunteer. They either
Right.
want to or they don't. And
Exactly.
I've always been sort of that kind of person, and
Mhm.
I get a lot of satisfaction and happiness out of helping others and serving others. And but it's great to see that more and more people are stepping forward and
Yes.
wanting to do that, which is again another reason why I just love living up here and being a part of this community is seeing that support
Great. Yeah.
from each
So
other.
folks, keep an eye out for that next event. I assure you, you want to attend.
It will be fun.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Good music, good food, lots of laughs. Yeah.
One heck of a birthday party too.
Yeah, well,
I love that.
it's funny.
I'm gonna switch a few gears here, and you had a great business career, if you will, experience in a lot of different areas of business where a lot of people go in just with the one mindset. Okay, I'm a realtor. I need to sell homes and buy homes. You brought in quite a bit of different experience. What is something you would tell, say, someone looking to get into real estate, knowing what you know now?
It's not as easy as it looks. And so the advice that a veteran realtor gave me when I first started, I thought was great advice. He said, go in with a 3-year plan. This is not a short-term proposition. This is a long-term proposition. So you have to go in with the mindset that it's going to take you 3 years to get established. And if you can survive those first 3 years, you're going to do fine.
Wow.
And I took that to heart, and he was right. He was right. Anytime you start any kind of business,
Yeah.
well, you know what the failure rate is for new businesses, right? So many of them don't make it through the first couple of years. So I think if you're going to start any kind of business, you have to go into the mindset that I gotta last at least 3 years, and then I'm going to be okay.
Exactly. Yeah, get over that 3-year hump because, sad to say, almost 50% of businesses don't make it past the 3rd year. So yeah, that's why it's a magic number. 3 is the magic number.
3 is the magic number. Well, there's a lot of truth to that.
It is a lot.
There's a lot of history that goes.
A lot of history on that.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to ask you the loaded question I ask every guest.
Oh, let me take a drink first.
Yeah, you're going to need it.
It's only coffee, but caffeine is a good thing.
It's a caffeine. So there's so many phenomenal places up here, restaurants, retail, entertainment. And I always say, what is one of your favorite hidden gems? It might not be on the main strip, might not be right in your face. It'd be, around the corner. But what is one of your favorite hidden gems up here? I know there's so many.
You have to talk about the music venues.
Yeah.
You can find live music somewhere up here every night of the week, and some of the mornings too, and the weekends.
Yeah.
And there's so many coffee shops and restaurants. I mean, the coffee shops, Carefree Coffee Roastery.
Oh yeah,
which is near as one of mine. The Grotto.
Yes.
That has this really cool rock and roll vibe. Janie's is a great coffee shop with live music every day.
Right.
For breakfast, it's local Johnny's, Black Mountain Cafe, brunch, wine shops. I don't know if I'm going to say this. One of my favorite hangouts that maybe a lot of people don't know about is the Carefree Bourbon Distillery.
It's
right next to the olive oil company, right by Kiki Ray's, which is another great restaurant. But so they distill their own bourbon in their vodka, and I'm an old fashioned guy, so they've got a list of lots of different old fashions. So you can find me there periodically.
All right. In an hour, right?
Yeah, as soon as we're done here.
When does it open?
No, but another place, Ravensview, which is out past Desert Mountain. A little bit of a drive to get out there, but well worth it. Yeah.
Well, great.
We could talk for a half an hour.
I know
about a lot of all these.
I know. I tell people there's so many hidden gems up here. Every time I don't just drive around, I'll park somewhere and start walking around, and next thing I know, I didn't know about this place, and I'll go in it. And phenomenal food, drink, or a great retail store that just blows you out of the water, like with what they carry.
You can't go wrong with Harold's. I mean, it's the iconic Western saloon up here. But
great. Well, how can people get a hold of you in case they're looking? Hey, it's time for me to sell. Time for me to buy.
Well, I've got a website, of course, darrellazluxury.com. Call me on my cell phone, 480-440-6946. And you can probably find me working the town. I love to hang out at so many of these places and meet people and cultivate these relationships. So it's been a lot of fun. I look forward to doing this for many, many more years.
Excellent. And for those of you that didn't catch all that information, don't worry. We have it in the show notes. So if you're watching or listening, just look down in the show notes and reach out to Darrell if you're thinking about buying or selling that home, maybe your first home, second home, vacation home, whatever it may be. Talk to Darrell.
Thank you.
Any final thoughts?
I love being part of this community, and I love the vibe and how we all support each other up here. And I'm fine that we've lived in several different places, and I'm so glad we ended up here. And this is where we're going to stay.
Well, we're glad you're up here.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for being our guest on the Community Brew. For those of you who want to hear other great guests and learn a little bit about more of them, their business, and their community, make sure you like and subscribe to whatever channel you're listening or watching this on. And make sure, throw in a few comments. If you want to talk about Darrell, throw it in. Hey, Darrell, I really liked, I went to that coffee shop, really enjoyed it. Thanks for the recommendation. I'm sure Darrell would like to know that as well.
I've got lots more recommendations for you too.
There you go. So if you need a place, find a food, drink, have fun, live entertainment, give Darrell a call. He'll help you out as well. Once again, thanks again for being our guest.
Thanks, Steve.
From Darrell and myself, Steve Feld, we're wishing you and your business much success.
Thanks for joining us on the Community Brew Podcast, Commerce and Conversations. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends, fellow business owners, and community champions. Don't forget to check out our other episodes for more tips, stories, and strategies to help your business grow, all served with a local twist. Until next time, stay connected, stay inspired, and keep brewing success in the desert foothills. The Carefree Cave Creek Chamber of Commerce wishes you much success.